breath of fresh air with new kicks on. The Crack King Podcast. A breath of fresh air with new kicks on. The Crack King Podcast. A breath of fresh air.
That's nice.
It is nice. What was the set? This is the Crack King from the Crack King Podcast, and I'm here with a YouTube review of the MCU Disney Plus series Loki.
What's going on with y'all?
What's up?
So I have the YouTube channel Project Unk. It's PROJECTUNK. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is also Project_UNK.
What's going on, Sean? What's going on, Crack? This is Mike Check. Big MCU fan. I'm here for the fun. Let's do it.
Let's get into episode 1 of Loki, Glorious Purpose. What was your first impressions?
So initially I was watching, I was trying to figure out what was going on. I thought I had a really good idea what the show was going to be about, just based on the trailers. Now, what I noticed is a ton of what they had, the trailers, they've already showed you on the show. So it's probably going to go in a, slightly different direction than what I initially thought it was. But when it started, I was kind of intrigued. I was like, I want to see what's going on and how they're going to be able to stop Loki because Loki's so powerful. Then we get to the, well, I guess in the comics, it's the Citadel, right? But we get to the TVA and, his powers don't work. So it's kind of interesting, and I want to see where they take that and whether or not Loki is really rehabbed or reformed and exactly what he's up to.
Tom Hiddleston's just amazing. I mean, and especially not to jump too far forward, especially when he was watching his fate at the hands of Thanos later in the episode. Yeah, I'm glad we got some Marvel back. I got my Marvel fix finally. It's been a while since the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I see you got the beard.
Yeah, man. But as far as the episode, yeah, thank you. My biggest question was, hey, is Loki going to learn about his fate?
The TWA, what is it? Help me out, fellas.
TVA.
Time Variance Authority.
TVA. There we go. I said TWA because I feel like it's just like an airline. It's just another evil organization.
Oh, well, yeah. So ulterior motives. I didn't get that yet, but that's definitely possible.
And why just come for Loki? I was just kind of thrown off by that.
Like they're going for anybody that does it because they had the guy whose father was the hedge fund manager, whatever the hell.
Yeah, Euro douchebag.
Right. And so they take. I think people do this type of shit all the time.
Yeah.
And they're constantly hunting them down. It just never gets out of control. But I'm not going to skip ahead. I
was happy to see Owen Wilson as Mobius, one of the agents of TVA.
Oh, yeah. Well, Owen Wilson's one of those actors that no matter what the movie, he's always playing himself.
Yeah, I mean, he plays a role as a detective, so he's kind of being a good cop in the whole situation. I don't necessarily think that, and I don't want this to bite me in the ass, but I don't think he's necessarily a nefarious character. The thing is, Mark.
OM motherfucking G moments when Loki escaped and found Infinity Stones.
The thing I'm still trying to wrap my head around is how 23 movies and now they're just insignificant.
In the comics, an Infinity Stone from another universe can't work, right?
With the Eternals, they're making the old MCU small. And so they can have the broader Eternals, the broader scope of everything. I think the whole episode
from the Marvel that we know, so we can understand it on a whole cosmic level.
Yes, and I felt like the whole episode, even Loki, they made him feel insignificant.
That's when he says glorious purpose is somewhat working for Thanos.
Yes,
he's trying to do Thanos' bidding in a sense. And he realizes all for nothing. So So where do you go from here?
Okay, so I have a theory with once they explained to Loki that the Infinity Stones wasn't the end all be all, and once he comes to that when they didn't necessarily explain to him, once he comes to that realization, I feel like he felt it's like it's kind of pointless. He's acting like he's kind of trying to see the light and that he's being reformed, but is he scheming like Loki does to try to get in? I guess next to the space lizards.
Next to the space lizards, the ultimate power. It just smelled evil to me because it was just so many contradictions.
But you know that goes into another theory that I've been reading on.
Well, don't keep us on the edge of our seats, Mike.
Okay,
don't just drop bombs like that and think we're not interested.
No, I didn't. I don't know if y'all read into it and seen some of those Easter eggs, but they're talking.
Okay, well, hold on, Mike. That's what I want to get into next.
No, I saw the.
Let's talk about the fucking Easter eggs.
Okay,
go ahead. Let's lay some of these eggs out here because I want to smell them.
Okay, big time traveler in the comic books, Kang the Conqueror. There's been a lot of rumors about bringing him in.
They're not rumors; they're facts. It's going to be played by the guy that was in Lovecraft Country.
Right. Hey, okay. My kids.
Yeah.
So one of the three timekeepers in the cartoon in the beginning had that same face.
Yes.
As Kang. We know he's a time traveler.
And the judge, that was his girlfriend in the comics.
Now that I read.
Well, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah. Sean, what do you feel about that Easter egg I just laid?
That's what it is. I don't know.
You know what Easter egg I did see was in intake. I seen a scroll. Now, what the fuck was he doing in there?
Well, I think they have beings from all over the galaxy. I mean, universe. So I mean, eventually you're going to start seeing life forms that you're familiar with. Oh, I said, you know how I feel about the scrolls, man.
Hey, man. Hey, we're not gonna get there. We're gonna wait till later episodes because I feel like they're gonna pop up.
They answered some of the big questions for me right off the bat. Loki learns about his future. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to see who the real villain is because apparently they're making Loki like an anti-hero.
They're gonna clean it up, and this series is like a colon cleanse for the MCU. They can clean up,
and we all been there.
They can clean up everything that they have. You know, I'm sorry about the metaphor. That they can clean up all the loose ends with this, and then introduce stuff, and then say, "Well, why are y'all introducing that now?"
And I really was like, "Holy shit, let's get the fuck into this." You know, this is the Crack King podcast.
It's okay to like them. You don't have to be a hard ass. Okay. Breathe, get your inner geek them out and enjoy it.
It came out a little bit.
Yeah.
After I woke up 30 minutes into it, then I got awoken. This is the Crack King podcast, and that was the review of the first episode of Loki. I got my boys here. Go on, let them know where they can find you at.
You find me right here
on the Crack King podcast.
Right,
Sean,
here.
Where they can find you at, Sean?
This is where I'm
right along with Big Mike and the Crack King. But if you want to come on over to the YouTube and hop on Project Unk and come check out some sneakers, come check out comic books, geekdom, and reviews and all that stuff, and just have a good time. You're gonna see some of these guys that you see right here along with us.
We love it. Don't fucking forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I see you out there lurking. I see you out there loving me, but fucking like, fucking subscribe, goddammit. There it is right there. Like and fucking subscribe, goddammit.
Breath of fresh air with new kicks on. Crack King podcast. A breath of fresh air with new kicks on.